Let's go into our neighborhood spotlight. For those of you who listen every week, you know each week we pick one specific Metro Atlanta neighborhood to call out critical changes over the last few years to help you as a seller, help you as a homeowner in the subdivision, understand whether or not you have a particular advantage when it comes to selling a home. If you're not familiar with Amberton, it's in Powder Springs in Cobb County. From Marietta, take Dallas Highway 120 to Lost Mountain Road, turn left. The subdivision is on the right. There are about a little over 200 homes, 230, 220 homes in the neighborhood. Let's talk about home values over the last 3 years. In 2020, there were 13 homes sold. If you look at 225 homes, we would expect there to be more like 15 homes sold, 7%, something like that. They took an average of 32 days, and the average sales price was $363,262. That ranged from a low of $307 to a high of $420, and homes had to be discounted 0.3% in order to attract a buyer, only 0.3%. 2021, there were 14 homes that sold. They took an average of 8 days, went from 32 days, over a month, down to 8 days. Think about that. That's a big difference in 2021. Average sales price increased $51,000 year over year to $414,929. That ranged from a low of $295,000 up to a high of $469,000. And homes, Christy, sold for 1.4% more than their list price.
Yeah.
Not less, more. And then year to date in 2022, which is for the full year, there were 10 homes sold, less homes than we would expect. 15 days was the average days on the market, and the average sales price went up another $130,000 from $414 to $547. Think about that. Over $100,000 increase. The low sales price was $425. The high sales price, $679,000. Homes sold for 0.9, almost 1% more than their list price. There are currently 4 homes available for sale. We talk, Christy, quite often on this show about supply and demand and months of inventory. And so those 4 homes, based on the fact that there were 14 homes that sold in the last 12 months, mean we have 3.42 months worth of inventory. How do you look at? Do you look at months of inventory? Do you look at absorption rates when you're talking about listings?
Yes, and also when talking with buyers. But to get
I didn't think about that because I always do it from a seller perspective, but it's important for a buyer to understand as well.
Right.
So right now, Amberton and Powder Springs has 3.42 months worth of inventory, which means it is still a seller's market, which means if you want to sell your home in the neighborhood, it's still a good time to sell. Now, there's 225-ish homes in the neighborhood. The average value of a home in that neighborhood in 2010, Christy, was $224,000. Average value today, $547,000. So I want you to think about this, 225 homes. The equity in those homes, the additional equity, the increase in value from 2010 to 2022 is $72.5 million.